Hi, this is Joe Welinske here for another episode of Who's Going to be Speaking at ConveyUX 2017, and our event is coming up in Seattle February 28th, March 1st, and March 2nd, and today I have the opportunity to visit with Debbie Levitt. Hello, Debbie.
Hi, Joe and everybody else. How you doing?
Well, where are you? I'm speaking from my home office today. Where are you talking to us from?
I'm also in my home office today, and I'm just outside of San Francisco, California.
All right, well, great. Well, it's good to meet you, and I'd like to introduce you to our prospective attendees. And so I thought a place to start would just be to just talk a little bit about some of the highlights from your background and the type of work that you're involved in.
Sure. So I've been doing UX strategy and design in one form or another since about 1995, and so this is something I've been doing seemingly forever. I moved to the Bay Area in late 2010, as 2010 was becoming 2011, and that's when things really took off. I started getting work at Sony and Wells Fargo, and I jokingly call myself contractor to the stars. So I do a lot of contract work. I've worked at a lot of different companies here, mostly financial and e-commerce and retail, but also a lot of agencies. I love agency work. I love how varied and wacky it can get. Currently, I am a contractor at Macy's.com, which of course is the online arm of Macy's retail store with offices in San Francisco. And I'm working on a lot of different things. I work on the iOS app, a little bit on the Android app, a little bit on the desktop web experience, and also on the mobile web experience, as well as some other strategic things. So that's kind of the very short version of where I've been and where I am.
Well, like a lot of the people that I've talked to that are presenters at the conference, it looks like you're involved in a lot of different projects, a lot of different things going on, but we always have some new things that we're thinking about. So anything that you're particularly passionate about right now, or just some project that has your specific interest?
Yeah, I always have a zillion things cooking. Anybody who knows me gets to know that very quickly. So in addition to all my work, I also have my own consulting company, P-Type, short for prototype. And so there's certainly interesting things happening at Macy's, though unfortunately I probably can't talk about them. But I can tell you that in the world of P-Type, I'm seeing a lot more companies who not only want to learn Axure, which of course is one of my specialties as one of Axure's recommended trainers. So not only are more people looking to learn it, but once in a while people just go, oh, forget it, we don't want to learn it. Can you just build this prototype for us? And I'm working on one right now for a financial company, and they built a really nice Axure prototype, but they built it out of screenshots of their existing system. And so, of course, there's only so far you can go with screenshots. And they've hired us. So the first project is take everything that's a screenshot and make it into an Axure component or widget. So every line of text, every line, every block, every button, everything has to come out of being a screenshot and be turned into Axure widgets so that we can control it and then later on work with them with product design and product ideas. But just that alone is probably going to take us 50 hours. So that's been an amazing project, but it just shows you how in some cases people are really committing to prototyping, whether or not it's Axure, and that I find really exciting and a great direction people should move in.
Well, tools and technologies, that's one of the aspects that we focus on at the conference. We try to give people exposure to different types of tools, and that's going to be related to what you're talking about at the conference, which is going to be one of our half-day, first-day workshops, an introduction to Axure. That's going to be a half-day workshop, and that's included with the conference registration. So why don't you talk a little bit about what that session's going to consist of. Maybe start just with a brief introduction to what Axure is for people that may not be familiar with that, and let us know what we'll learn in your session.
Yeah, sure. So just in case you're not familiar with it or didn't know how to pronounce it, Axure, like action, A-X-U-R-E, is a piece of software that is used for flowcharting, wireframing, and clickable interactive prototyping. And that can be done for desktop, mobile web with a little bit of fake responsive design, or mobile apps. So if you are considering prototyping tools, I definitely recommend Axure. They don't pay me to say that. I'm totally independent, though I admittedly a little biased. But that's just because I love it so much, and in some ways I feel like it's given me the super cool career that I've had. There are so many job descriptions out there that are looking for Axure, so I just feel like it's a great tool to add to any UX strategist or designer's arsenal. I also teach a lot of art school artists and sometimes product designers, so really anybody who wants to learn Axure should check out my half-day workshop. And because we only get a half day, now normally when I teach Axure, I've got a curriculum that takes me 2 full days to teach, so it's 16 hours. And then I have an optional add-on day, which is mobile app prototyping. That's another 8 hours. And then I have advanced stuff I can teach past that. So fortunately or unfortunately, we're going to get a half day together at the ConveyUX conference, and there's only so much I can go over in a half a day, but my goal is to get everybody to start to feel comfortable with Axure. A lot of people who take training with me opened Axure up, got a little overwhelmed, closed it. So normally I'm starting with people who are beginners, maybe a little bit scared of Axure, maybe they've taken some of the online tutorials, but they feel like maybe they're not working efficiently or not understanding it. So I definitely welcome people at all levels who want to learn some tips, techniques, tricks, approaches. And again, it's not just coming from an instructor, it's coming from someone who lives the dream and uses Axure nearly daily, both at my day job and my side consulting adventures. So we will be looking at some basic and intermediate Axure techniques aimed at helping you feel more comfortable with Axure and start to speak its language so that you can start to build some prototypes.
Well, it sounds like it should be of interest to a lot of people that are at the event, so we look forward to hosting you here in San Francisco pretty soon, and looking forward to it. Thanks a lot, Debbie.
Thanks, Joe. See everybody soon.